Inakuwaga picha inasumbuanga sana. Namuona wapi? Ndio nashangaa. Anadu bro. Amemwambia mara mingi sana. Kumana picha mbaya sana. Warudi nyuma. Naona shida, naona maango na mtu. Rudi nyuma. Turudi nyuma basi. Turudi nyuma.
So this allows him now to execute the authority as a titular head and to be able to award degrees in the name of the International Leadership University, as well as other roles where he is able to advise our governance organs on various aspects. Okay, thank you, Chair. The Chair of BOT is proceeding with that. Okay, this is the last part, which is the cap that completes the robing. It's to the left. It was okay the way it is. Yes, thank you very much. I think I can taper it a little bit. All right. Okay. So without moving, I will request the two chairs of the organs to remain here. Ladies and gentlemen.
So I know him when he was still in government, when he was in the cabinet. Then I also met him when he was the governor, and I've met him even after he has left office, because I've been sitting on the council of the Eastern University. So when he came in, we met several times. That you are meeting the same person. His character is the same. He has not changed. Congratulations, ILU. You have gotten a chancellor you will not regret. This man, what he says is what he does. His conduct is above reproach.
Receiving this event, hosting, and having Professor Kibwana as our leader of this institution means everything. It means the world to us. And yes, indeed, as we thank Professor Kibwana, rest assured, as mentioned here, God guiding us, we shall milk to the deepest for the benefit of this institution, and that God be glorified.
The Board of Trustees recognizes the installation of the third Chancellor of the university and the first Kenyan as a significant milestone in the university's history. As you have heard, The Chancellor brings to ILU a wealth of experience in public and civic leadership, as well as academia, and his personal values and powerful example align with ILU's mission of developing leaders of integrity who lead holistic societal transformation, which I have experienced because I come from Makueni County, where he was our governor. And if you are Kenyan, you know what was said of Makueni County during his term of office. We were very particular in getting a chancellor who has the DNA of leadership, because you know as a university we exist to develop leaders of integrity, and very many names were floated. Mr. Chancellor, sir, with your humility, I would like to say that all these organs, all of them, ended up zeroing in on you without any influence, and we celebrate that. The office of the Chancellor is significant in ILU's governance structure, especially at the present time when we are awaiting the award of charter and also get to a growth phase of our institution. Mr. Chancellor, sir, I want to assure you of my personal support and that of the Board of Trustees and all the other ILU governance organs as you take over this critical institutional mandate. I charge all the university governance organs to support the Chancellor as he takes the mantle of leadership and guides the institution to the next historical phase, which we trust will lead to the award of the charter, which will be a monumental growth, will mark a monumental growth of our university.
As we install the new Chancellor today, we are reminded of Kenya's deeper need. Leaders who combine competence with integrity. Leaders who understand that true leadership is service and not privilege. Institutions of higher learning carry a sacred responsibility to model accountability, transparency, excellence, responsible stewardship, and respect for the rule of law. Universities must intentionally form men and women who will serve with integrity in government, in business, in the church, in the civil society, in education, and in every other sector of national life. The ILU has embraced this calling, and for that reason, the nation is grateful to you. So when we come up with programs that are intended to support our young people, our youth in our institutions, you find people opposing those programs even before they understand what those programs are about. In this country, we are transforming education. I think it is the highest and deepest reforms that we are undertaking in the education sector since independence, after we brought in the competency-based education, which is fundamental in the sense that we are trying to build character over knowledge. Because hitherto, we've pushed forward knowledge at the expense of character. Hence the challenges that we are having and what Professor said here about what is it that education is supposed to do for society. What is it that it's supposed to do for society? What is it that we are supposed to teach?
I negotiated with the university leadership what I wanted to make clear is, although I'm a teacher, but I also like to speak truth to power. And speaking truth to power is not just speaking to the government. If you want to do so, one must do it to government, to the opposition, even to our people, the society generally, because if there is something that you can say and it can be of some influence, then it is influence to the total society, not to target a section and then say that I can only talk to so and so. And of course, I know you have to navigate, because sometimes when you go to a particular group, you are told by the other group that, you know, you have sold out or you are partial or all that kind of stuff. But I told the administration here, I would like, when there is reason and I have opportunity, to talk candidly but respectfully to all sectors of our society, and also to advise where I am called by, especially the political people. If people want my advice, a little of it, I can also, you know, do that. And the university agreed that that is okay, because I don't want to also, tomorrow, you know, I do certain things and then they say, you know, we thought you can't do those things again. There's a moral crisis in our country, and indeed Africa, but more so, you know, I want to speak of my country, and of course the continent as well, not even elsewhere, where still there's that moral crisis in terms of leadership. We are struggling with a values deficit in all our endeavors, in all our sectors, including that of leadership. I therefore reached the conclusion that one space to be a player in addressing such spiritual and moral crises is in Christian-based universities. Many people do not know that of the 32, I think, private universities which are chartered, 17, actually the majority, are faith-based. 15 Christian faith-based and 2 Islamic, also faith-based. To be part of the struggle, so the intention that I thought I could take on is to be part of the struggle to reimagine moral and ethical values in our society, and more so among our youth, so that we can prepare the next generation of leaders to do better than my generation and generations before mine.